So why form a Wyoming LLC? Wyoming has done three things incredibly well. First, they've done a great job at improving their LLC statutes to make them the strongest in the country. Second, unlike other states such as Nevada and Delaware, in keeping the initial and annual fees low. And number three, one little known fact is that the Wyoming LLC has the longest LLC case law history in the country because they drafted the first LLC statutes in the nation in 1977. About 18 years before most other states. In fact, I grew up visiting family in Wyoming, and my grandfather and his 11 brothers and sisters were raised on a farm there. So in this video, we'll first quickly cover the top 10 benefits of a Wyoming LLC, and then we'll dive into the details of each benefit. And I set up my first Wyoming corporation in 1995, and hundreds of Wyoming corporations and LLCs since then. Our company started in 1906. I believe we have over 70,000 clients in our database. We have attorneys on our staff. So if you want to set up a Wyoming LLC, contact us at the number below. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the like button below so YouTube promotes this video. Thanks so much. And you can also click the subscribe button so that when more videos come out like this, you'll get notified. Now keep in mind, you can use your Wyoming LLC back home. First, have us form your Wyoming LLC. Second, have us file documents that qualify your Wyoming LLC to do business where you live. And I must say, places such as Yellowstone National Park and Jackson Hole Ski Resort are some of the favorite destinations in the U.S. I mean, how'd you like to go to a 5-star luxury ski resort to have your Wyoming LLC meetings and take your trip as a tax write-off? We've seen completely legal ways to do that. So before you do, check with your CPA for details. What are the top 10 benefits of forming a Wyoming LLC? First, the names of the members or corporate shareholders, and CEO for that matter, are not filed in the public records in Wyoming. Second, Wyoming has zero business tax on corporations or LLCs and no personal income tax. Third, Wyoming does not share financial records with outside agencies. 4, you do not have to reside in Wyoming to form an LLC there. 5, Wyoming offers protection for acting members and managers of corporations and LLCs. Number 6, a one-person LLC offers charging order protection so that when an owner is sued, the law can protect the member from losing the company or the assets inside. As of this video, only 5 states offer this benefit. Number 7, LLCs and corporations in Wyoming can offer stock or LLC membership in exchange for services, work, real estate, and more instead of cash. Number 8, LLCs are flexible in terms of management. That is, you don't even need to be a member or owner of a Wyoming LLC in order to have 100% of the management control. Number 9, Wyoming offers flexible profit distribution regulations to LLCs. And number 10, and finally, Wyoming minimizes the risk, time, and cost when somebody sues your business. Now, there are some people that say if you form a Wyoming LLC and use it back home, that only the LLC rules back home apply. True for some things, but not for all things. Study the case law history like I have, and in just about all U.S. jurisdictions, issues having to do with intercompany matters, the operating agreement, and matters among the LLC members are regulated by the jurisdiction where the entity was formed, in this case Wyoming, where the laws are very business friendly and not where the members or owners live. Now, if you're considering forming a Wyoming LLC, let's first discover exactly what an LLC is. An LLC, or limited liability company, gives limited liability to its owners, also known as members, and offers a pass-through tax structure by default. With a pass-through tax structure, the business does not pay taxes on its own income. Instead, any gains or tax deductions are passed through to the owners and filed on their personal tax returns. Furthermore, you get to choose the tax treatment of your Wyoming LLC. You can choose to have it taxed as a single member LLC, taxed as a sole proprietorship, with 2 or more members as a partnership, or if you file additional forms with the IRS, you can choose C corporation or S corporation taxation for your LLC. As with any state, there are some guidelines you must follow when setting up a Wyoming LLC, but there are also significant advantages. So now let's detail some of the benefits of forming an LLC in Wyoming. First, members, shareholders, that is owners, as well as CEOs and non-registered officers are not filed in the public record. That is, Wyoming provides privacy of ownership for the LLC. In Wyoming, you can have a nominee director or nominee manager. That's an optional service that we provide so that one of our associates will show up in the public records as LLC manager instead of you, should you so wish, because Wyoming LLC states that the names of the LLC managers must be publicly filed, whereas your nominee will have no real control. They can show up in the public records instead of you, so that when some contingency fee attorney goes sniffing around for assets, he or she won't see your name online as being part of the company. As a nominee, meaning in name only, this person does not necessarily need to have an authoritative position with the company. Using this option helps to add further anonymity for those associated with companies in Wyoming. Naturally, this service is to be used for ethical and legal purposes only. Owners of privately held Wyoming LLCs and corporations do not need to have their names disclosed in public records. This helps protect members and shareholders from lawsuits, as the public cannot necessarily tie them to the company. So if a member or shareholder has a nominee step in as LLC manager, he can remain out of the public records. Reason number 2, Wyoming has zero business tax on corporations or LLCs and no personal income tax. One of the most appealing aspects of forming an LLC in Wyoming is that Wyoming is a zero income tax state. Along with this, here are some of the other benefits Wyoming offers. Zero corporate tax, zero franchise tax, zero stock tax. Wyoming does not have personal income taxes. For single member LLCs and LLCs taxed as partnership, income report, including gains and losses, is passed through to the individual members. Since Wyoming does not have a state corporate income tax, Wyoming resident members of LLCs are able to avoid this extra taxation. Accordingly, combined state and federal taxation in most states averages around 45 to 54%. So when you consider forming an LLC where the tax burden goes straight to the members, it's important to consider your state income tax in addition to the federal income tax rate. Depending on which state you reside in, these tax breaks can be significant. As a flow-through entity, you only pay taxes where you live, but there will not be additional tax filings in Wyoming. Reason number 3, Wyoming does not share business or personal records with outside agencies. Since Wyoming does not have an information sharing agreement with the IRS, this keeps a conflict between state and federal computers from creating a red flag. Reason number 4, you can live anywhere and own a Wyoming LLC. Aside from being 18 or older, there are a few regulations about who can form a Wyoming LLC. This makes forming an LLC in Wyoming the ideal choice for those who seek to take advantage of Wyoming's asset protection benefits. You can be located in any other state or even another country and still form a company in Wyoming. We also offer a Wyoming office program, giving your company a Wyoming address and telephone number answered during business hours. Reason number 5, protection for acting members, officers, and directors. Piercing the corporate or LLC veil in this case does not generally apply in Wyoming. For acting members of corporations, Wyoming offers immunity from lawful acts in the company. An individual can be protected from personal liability while holding a position in a Wyoming LLC as long as it does not involve fraud or breach of fiduciary duties. Acting members include anyone who manages day-to-day operations, which includes anyone who makes decisions or votes on behalf of the company. Managers and acting members of Wyoming LLCs can be protected to the same extent. However, the decision can be left to the majority vote of the members of the LLC. So the bottom line is, in the case of most LLCs, no person can be held personally liable for lawful acts of the business. Reason number 6, a one-person LLC offers charging order protection. So when an owner is sued, the law can protect the member from losing the company or the assets inside. Reason number 7, LLCs and corporations in Wyoming can offer stock or LLC membership in exchange for services, work, real estate, cash, or more. That is, if you are the member of a Wyoming LLC, you have the option of receiving or offering services and property instead of cash. Now, not all types of LLC support this option, but it's still worth considering as an advantage for those who want to be Wyoming LLC members but are low on cash. Reason number 8, LLCs in Wyoming are not subject to the formal management regulations like corporations. Corporations are run by directors who oversee major decisions on behalf of the corporation, and officers who uphold and run the business on a day-to-day basis. LLCs, however, are not generally held to the same stringent annual formalities as corporations. Since LLCs have no shareholders, it does not need to have shareholder meetings. Since there are generally no directors, there is no need for board of directors meetings as there are with corporations. So this makes LLCs easier to operate. Reason number 9, Wyoming LLCs have flexible profit distribution options. While there is no limit on the number of members allowed in any particular LLC, there are also no regulations on distributing profits from the Wyoming LLC. One person can own 10% and receive 80% of the profits and have 100% of the control, for example, if that's what's written in the operating agreement. Reason number 10, and finally, Wyoming minimizes the risk, time, and cost when somebody sues your business. By minimizing the need for extensive LLC or corporate formalities, Wyoming law helps minimize the risk of penetrating the company's shield. And with predictable commercial rulings in Wyoming courts, the risk of litigation is further decreased. Finally, Wyoming has low court demands, which means fast hearings to reduce the time and expense of litigation. Wyoming offers a highly regarded business legislation. The business mindset in Wyoming makes it appealing to many looking to start businesses. Offering low taxation, privacy, and protection, many agree that Wyoming is the most favorable state in which to form an LLC. In fact, Wyoming just earned the Tax Foundation's nod for the best business climate in the United States for the 5th year in a row. If you'd like to form a Wyoming LLC or have questions about the Wyoming Office Program or Nominee Privacy Service, give Companies Incorporated a call at 1-888-444-4812 or complete an inquiry form on our website. Please be sure to click like, subscribe, and share this video with others. Thanks for watching. This is The Business Guy.